Hello friends, I am Mayantika and in this video I am going to discuss about the red algae which goes by the name of nori or laver. In this video I will be discussing about an overview of nori or laver, its uses, the nutrients that are present in it, its therapeutic value and the cultivation techniques as well as its processing, and I will conclude the video with the hazards that are found generally when we use nori or laver for a very long period of time. Before I start the video, I will be saying that this algae is not only used as a human food, but also it has got other uses also. Especially algal oil that is obtained from this algae has got many therapeutic use. Especially it is used in pharmaceutical industry, as well as algae is also used as a biofuel, and it is also several type of algae. They are used as source of supplement food that is high amount of protein. So today I'll be just discussing this nori and laver which has been traditionally used. Apart from traditional use, algae, due to advancement of technology, it has been put to several type of uses. So let's start the video with nori or laver. So nori or laver or sea lettuce, these are the local names of algae, red algae. That is, there are two type of algae. One is the porphyra and another is the pyropia. So pyropia and porphyra, these are the two genuses, and many species of this pyropia and porphyra, they are collectively called nori or laver. Now, generally, they are found to be growing. Their habitat is the intertidal region in and around the coast. In the intertidal region, it is found to be mostly preferring sheltered belt, but also sometimes it grows in rocky, in very choppy sea. It is mostly it is found in and around the Indo-Pacific region, as well as also the cooler region, especially male in Canada, and in the Indo-Pacific region it is found to be growing in Tokyo Bay, Ize Bay, Sito Bay, Ariake Bay. So this is the habitat. It generally prefers mixture. It generally prefers area where the warm sea current meets the cold sea current. In fact, during this climatic condition, that is the warm current meeting the cold current, the growth is maximum. And during cold temperature, the growth of algae is usually reduced. So nori, this is a picture. This is the picture of nori. We see that this is the picture of nori, and this weed. It is after cultivation and processing. It is processed in two ways. Either it is toasted and unflavored, or it is toasted and flavored. The toasted unflavored nori is called the yaki nori, and the flavored toasted one is called ajitsuki nori. Nori, traditionally it was eaten as a paste, but now the toasted the sheet variety it is obtained. The sheet variety, the sheet it is just like this. Here we see sheet variety. The first one, this is the dried chopped nori, that is just the leaf form. It is not processed any further. This is the leaf of pyropia or porphyra, that is dried and cut into pieces. But further processing, we get this flakes of nori. This is the flake of nori, and this is the sheets of nori. Traditionally, it was taken as a paste, but these three are the products that we can get commercially nowadays. So, the number one Nori Sheets is the left, that is present in the right side. This is the Nori Sheets, and the dried pieces. This is the dried pieces. The second from the right side, it is the dried pieces, and these are the nori flakes. Now, nori sheets. We see this. These are the nori sheets. Now, this nori sheets. They are one side of it is very rough to touch. On the other side, it is very glossy. And depending upon the glossiness, we can determine the quality, because more the glossy it is, better it is tasting, and usually high quality nori, it is much more glossy and also much lighter in color. Actually, nori can be obtained in many shades of green, that is the brownish green or the dark green are of low quality, and the bright green is of high quality. In fact, there is a color code for nori, and those high quality, they come with a color code of blue, and the lower quality nori, it is comes with a color code of green. However, this nori, it requires a very dry climate to be stored, and it if it loses its crispiness, then you have to toast it, or keep it in a very toast it and then keep it with a desiccant. So this nori sheets, they are either flavored or unflavored. If it is flavored, there are many flavors. Say for example, we have this sriracha almond flavor, the toasted coconut flavor, almond sesame flavor, and teriyaki flavor. Usually, unflavored nori is also obtained. That is the nori that we find in sushi. That is the unflavored variety. However, the flavored variety can be used in other cases also, but mostly the nori is coated with oil and then flavoring is done. And this nori, these are the common brands that sell this nori. The uses of nori. Nori traditionally it was used as a paste. Nori is used as a paste along with and eaten along with rice or noodle or with bread. This laver bread, that is the paste nori with the bread, it is a very well-known Welsh lunch or dinner, and so we see that both in the western coast of United Kingdom as well as in the East Asia, this was traditionally eaten. But now, nori, it is for commercial use. We have to store it for longer period. So nori is processed and sold as nori sheets. Nori sheets, they are, once they are toasted and flavored with various spices, they can be used for a large number of other uses. Especially the flavoring, it is done by using soy sauce, sugar, sake. Sake is a type of alcoholic drinks in Japan, or this flavoring can be also put with sesame seeds and also with wasabi. Now wasabi is the paste that is obtained from the horseradish, so the flavoring can be done with wasabi also. So we see that nori sheets, they are toasted and flavored. And this nori sheets, they are cut into strips, or nori flakes are used in to flavor the noodle soups, the stews, and in rice also. This is how the flakes or strips are used. Sometimes the nori strip, that is cut into pieces and sorted with tempeh. We know that tempeh is a preparation of soybeans, so it is sorted with tempeh, or it can be soaked in water and used as salad along with other vegetables, like for example it is used as a salad with cucumber and tomatoes and shallots. And also this nori chips can be cut and they can be toasted and used as nacho chips with any type of spread. The nori, it is also fried with oatmeal and butter, and that porridge type of material that is obtained is a very well-known Welsh breakfast. Actually, this is nori is found mostly in the western coast of United Kingdom, but it is very popular in the Wales area of Ireland. And this nori sheet, it is also used as wraps in Japanese sushi, in also as a vegetable wrap, also as a wrap for the rice crackers or many other Korean dishes, especially this rice ball, as well as in the wrap of various other type of food, like wrap of tofu, wrap of fruits like avocado, also wrap of cereals like quinoa and the whole grains. In fact, when this we wrap this with whole we wrap the tofu, we wrap the sheets of nori on the whole beans. The We know that beans, they are not very easy to digest because of their high protein content. But when we use this nori wrap on the kidney beans or any other type of beans, then the digestibility increases. This is because of the fact that nori has got prebiotic effect. It is very good for the growth of other prebiotics, as well as it improves the digestion. Apart from this culinary use, this nori, they also are a very good source of bioplastic, that is the edible plastics that most of the days due to environmental concern, we are using bioplastics. So these bioplastics are environmentally degradable. So this nori sheets, they can be used as bioplastics also. And also nori, the algae of nori can be also used as biofuel. And it has been traditionally used as a plastering material in Japan. In fact, there is one palace called the Hijimi Palace, or something like that. That palace has been it has been shown that palace, that is Himeji Palace, the plastering was done with this nori. This nori, it was harvested and made into a heated, and after heating it formed a slurry that is very sticky. And this slurry of funori, along with that of lime and cementing material and clay, that together they formed a plaster like mortar, and that was used to plaster the palace the Himeji Palace of Japan. So we see that apart from the culinary use, nori can have other uses like bioplastic, biofuel, as well as plastering material. So nori have high concentration of essential amino acids, though the protein content is not that high, but the amino acids, essential amino acids like the tryptophan, the threonine and methionine, they are very high amount in nori. The vitamins, vitamin, though it has got high amount of vitamin A, B, complex C, D, E, and K, but the vitamin B12 that is present in it is bioactive. We know that in many of the seaweed they have got vitamin B12, but that is not absorbed by us. But the vitamin B12 that is present in nori is bioactive, which means that it is easily absorbed by us. So we can see that as the vitamin B12 is bioactive, so nori can be a very good source of vitamin B12 for the vegetarian population, because we know especially in China, Japan, where most of the population is Buddhist, and as they are Buddhist they do not eat meats, so this nori can be a very good source of vitamin B12 for them. Though the absorption capacity of vitamin B12 will depend upon age, especially when we grow old, our body's capacity to absorb this vitamin B12, it decreases. So and this additional amount of nori, adding nori to the diet can help us reduce the deficiency of vitamin B12. In fact, any kind of seaweed, if eaten at regular intervals, we can reduce the various type of deficiencies. Say for example, this vitamin B12 deficiency or anemic person. This nori is also very good source of iron, also iodine also. So the next point is that vitamin K. This vitamin K is a anticoagulant, and so if you are consuming, if you have any blood clotting problem, or you're using this blood thinner, then you cannot take nori, because it will interact with this blood thinner drug called warfarin. So nori person who are having any blood related problem like that of the coagulation problem or thinning problem, they should not be taking this nori, because it will have antagonistic effect to that of warfarin. Now about the fat content. The fat content of nori is very healthy. It is polyunsaturated fatty acid. The polyunsaturated fatty acids that are present in nori are omega-3 fatty acid and omega-6 fatty acids. Here we see in nori the amount of omega-3 fatty acid is much more than that of the omega-6 fatty acids. And we know that omega fatty acids, they are very good antioxidants. They have other roles also, like they reduce the cholesterol, they reduce the blood pressure. So this also they have very this DHA and EPA, they have neuroprotective function and help in the proper functioning of brain and the nervous system. The next point is the mineral content. We see this minerals that is present in high amount is iron, sodium, and iodine, though it has also high amount of calcium that I forgot to write here. So nori has high amount of calcium, so it is a good source of calcium for those people who do not prefer eating milk. Those who are vegan, they do not want to eat milk, so if you can have nori as a source of calcium. Also, if you are lactose intolerant, then also nori is a very good source of calcium. And then nori is also high in sodium. So if you are having any very high pressure, high blood pressure, so you should not be taking nori, because nori has excess amount of sodium. So it has also got high amount of iodine, this iodine. So as it has got high amount of iodine, so we can easily say that if you have goiter, or if you have hypothyroidism, then we can use nori as a therapeutic seaweed, because it has got high amount of iodine, and we can get past our deficiency by using this nori. Also, if you are anemic, this high amount of iron, can help us deal with our anemia. Then we have the pigments. In the pigments, we know that chlorophyll, that is a detoxificant. It helps in detoxify our body. The phycobilins and the carotenoids, they are the good antioxidants in our body. The carotenoids and phycobilins. Next is the polysaccharides. We know that polysaccharides, especially say for example the laminarins, the agar, the carrageenan, and the alganin, they actually bind with the metals in our body, heavy metals in our body, and they prevent bioabsorption of this heavy metal. They bind with the heavy metal and bring out the heavy metal from our body through our feces. So it has this metal chelating, heavy metal chelating activity of these polysaccharides. Also, the polysaccharides, they help in the prebiotic growth. That is, if the lactobacillus that is present in our gut, that their growth is encouraged or stimulated by the polysaccharides that we find in this nori. Also, nori is very rich source of fiber. It is rich source of fiber. So we see that depending upon species, 25 to 75% of the body weight of nori is fiber. So if you are trying to lose weight, it can be a very good source of supplementary food. The therapeutic value, as we discussed in the earlier slide, we see that this nori is very good source of iodine, so it can cure this goiter and hypothyroidism. Also, the polysaccharides and as well as the carotenoids, the phycobilins, as well as the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids, all these have hyperlipidemic effect. That is, it reduces the bad lipid, that is the LDL, as well as increases the HDL. Thus, it has also got blood purifying effect, and high amount of iron that is present in nori and prevents development of anemia. Or if you are anemic, then you can have this to reduce your deficiency. Also, we see that it has got high amount of calcium. That is a very good source of calcium for those who do not have milk in their diet, especially the lactose intolerant or the vegetarians. And if you have iron, you have anemia, you can reduce your anemic deficiency. And we have different type of vitamins that help in improving the immunity. And we have carotenoids and flavonoids that have got antioxidant effect that helps in reducing the reactive oxygen, the effect of reactive oxygen species in our body, and help us to keep our body functioning in very good condition and prevent aging. So also there is improvement in gut functioning and constipation. It has got anti-diabetic property because the EPA and DHA, they increase the insulin sensitivity of the body cells. So the techniques, they are normally they were harvested from the wild, but as there is high demand of this weed, so nowadays they are farmed in either monoline net or the bamboo rafts. This is the bamboo raft technique and this is the monoline technique. Bamboo raft is done in shallow water and this monoline, it is done in deeper water, and we reach the monolines with the help of boats. And we see that the growth rate, it is very high, 31 centimeter to 1 feet, depending upon the temperature of water. Actually, this they are harvested after every 45 days, but the quality of nori, it will depend upon the quality as well as the growth rate. It will not only depend upon the temperature of water but also the salinity of water. And this entire process, the quality of nori also will depend upon the species of porphyra or pyropia that is we are cultivating. So it is dependent upon species, it is dependent upon salinity and temperature, the quality of nori. Then the harvesting technique. It is either harvested with hand if it's a small scale. If it is a large scale, then of course we'll be using automated machine. But usually, as it is when it is harvested in the wild, it is harvested especially in the winter when it has got maximum flavor. But due to high demand of nori, nowadays we harvest it every 45 days. So, and to improve the taste, we just do the flavoring. So the entire technique is that they are harvested, then they are chopped and made into a slurry by heating, and this slurry, it is placed in a frame and they are rack dried. After that, this partially dried paste, it is put into in the form of thin sheets on bamboo mats, and this process was actually borrowed from the paper makers of Japan. And this sheets that are dried on the bamboo mats, they are roasted. Actually, 2 rounds of roasting is done. Then they are sold in packets, and the packets will contain desiccant because nori, if it is not dry, then it will get damaged or spoiled. This is the technique. Here we see the rafts. This one is a raft and this one is the monoline, and they are harvesting it in sheaves, and then they are processed. This is the industrial scale process, and this is done on a much lesser amount of nori when it is there. So there are certain precautions that we should be taking, especially this nori, that they will degrade in moisture. So nori has to be packed along with a desiccant, and if there is you open the pack and the nori, it has lost its crispiness, then you have to re-toast it and keep it along with a desiccant. So the present scenario is that earlier, traditionally Japan was leading in this nori production, but nowadays China is the leading producer of nori. But though they are leading producer of nori, it is harvested from China and sent to Japan for processing. So for processing, still Japan is still the number one country for processing it. Apart from China and Japan, We have also got nori produced in USA and Korea also. This nori has got certain health hazards also. Especially because we know that all the seaweeds, not only nori but also the seaweeds, they accumulate heavy metals if they are grown in area containing heavy metal, or say if they accumulate, they are grown in area where there is nuclear waste. Especially we know that after an earthquake in Fukushima, the nuclear reactor, it accidentally it has spread a certain amount of radioactive matter in the surrounding area. So if nori is grown and harvested in those area, then that nori will contain radioactive waste. So this heavy metal and radioactive waste amount in nori, because of this fact, they should not be eaten by pregnant women or nursing women, because we eat nori, but we rarely find the source from where it was cultivated. So either to we find out from where our nori is coming, or we should totally avoid it when we are pregnant, or when a woman is pregnant, or she is nursing her kid. So this is one hazard. Another is the iodine toxicity. We know that nori has got high amount of iodine. So if taken daily, so it can cause iodine toxicity, which means that if you have high amount of iodine in our body, excess iodine will cause metabolic imbalances. Various metabolic processes in our body will be affected. So this to prevent this iodine toxicity, nori should not be taken daily. Also, it is very prone to moisture. See, when there is moisture, the nori gets damaged. We can easily find it by opening the packet. We find that the nori sheets, they are not crisp, and the sweet nutty flavor, that is especially due to the amino acids alanine and glycine. So that sweet and nutty flavor, if it is absent, then we can easily say that this nori is not fit for our consumption. This storage of nori in moisture free environment is also one great concern. And again, this excess, it has got excess of sodium. We know that if you have very high blood pressure, then the sodium can cause heart diseases also, especially this heart failure. Most of the heart failure occurs due to ionic imbalances in the blood. So this high amount of sodium not only causes heart failure, but also it causes cirrhosis, as well as cirrhosis of liver, as well as chronic disease of the kidney. So excess due to this excess sodium, nori should not be also taken on a daily basis. And also there is one problem. See, we have iodine in it, but if we are exposed to bromine, chlorine and fluorine, then despite eating nori, we will have this iodine deficiency. This is due to the fact that this bromine, chlorine, fluorine, these actually they replace the iodine. And in various complexes where iodine is present, this bromine, chlorine and fluorine, they replaces the iodine, and we can, despite having iodine in the food, it is not absorbed by our body. So in case you are interested, this bromine is generally found in the plastic products. It is also found in processed food products. And this chlorine and fluorine, they are generally present in tap water. So excess of this bromine, chlorine, fluorine exposure, it can also cause deficiency of iodine. Despite having nori, we will have this deficiency. So with this, I end the video. In any case, I have missed any point, or you want me to discuss any point in detail, you can write it in comment section. I will be making more videos on various type of algae products that are traditionally used and very common food products. So next few videos will be about those type of algal food products. In case you want me to make more videos on algae, please write it in the comment section, and please also tell me what are the videos you want me to make in comment section. And thanks for watching the video, and if you like the video, please share this video with your friends, and do subscribe the channel, because your subscription I will be getting encouraged by your subscription. Thanks again.